Hey you guys, it's Miss Alexander, and today we're working on Module 1, Lesson 15 of EngageNY. Our objective today is to use a place value understanding to fluently decompose to smaller units multiple times in any place using the standard subtraction algorithm, and then apply this algorithm to solve word problems. So let's go and look. Right here is our vocabulary words. If you feel like you need to review them, go ahead and pause the video and review them. If not, just come along and let's go look at our example. Right now we have two problems, standard algorithm for subtraction. And so I'm going to go ahead and come to solve. I'm going to click it, it turns blue, and then I'm going to double click. And then I'm going to go right over here to the line. I'm going to select a line and I'm going to go to my scribble. Remember, the scribble is kind of fun because you literally can scribble on it and have a little fun, do a little art. But once I'm done with my art, you guys, I have to get serious. So here we go. I'm going to delete the art and I'm going to write 1 million out. So I'm going to do 1, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2. Oh, that last one, you guys, gotta fix. Oh, okay. That's a little better. And now I'm going to subtract 592,500. So again, I always start in the ones column, and my 0 on the ones needs a 0 under it. My 0 on the tens gets a 0 under it. My 0 on the hundreds gets a 5. My 0 in the thousands gets a 2. My 0 in the 10,000s gets a 9. And then my 0 in the 100,000s gets a 5. And now I'm going to put my subtraction sign and my equal sign. So I know 0 minus 0 is 0. And I know 0 minus 0 is 0. Oh, I have 0 minus 5. I know if I have 0 fingers, I can't take 5 away. So I need to regroup. Now this regrouping is going to be interesting because I have all these zeros. I can't take anything from the zeros. So I'm going to come all the way over here to the million. I'm going to pull my million. And that is going to become 10 100,000s. So I'm going to put a 10 here, but I need to regroup again. So I'm just going to cross out all my zeros right here and you'll see why. So this 10 becomes a 9 because this becomes a 10. So we took 100,000 and turned into 10 10,000s. But I need to give it to the thousands. So I'm going to take 1 10,000. So that becomes 9. And then this becomes, our thousandths becomes 10,000. But because my hundred still needs help, I need to cross off my 10 thousandths and turn that into 9 1,000s to make 10 100s. Now I can do some subtracting. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 2 is 7. 9 minus 9 is 0. Oops. Let me try that 0 again, you guys. I know it's not perfect. And then 9 minus 5 is 4. So 1 million minus 592,500 equals 407,500. So I'm going to go ahead and square it. So I know this is my answer. And then I'm going to come right down here. 400,000 407,500 is my answer. And then I'm going to go over to my next problem. And again, we're dealing with zeros, so we can practice with regrouping. So again, I've already clicked into it. I'm getting to my scribble. And if you want, every time you get to a scribble, just quick scribble and see what kind of thing you get. My mouse is having a lot of fun doing its own little thing. And look at that. That's kind of cool looking. But I have to delete it. We got to get serious. I'm going to write 600,000, you guys. So 600,000. Okay. Now I'm going to take 592,569. So underneath my ones column, I have a 0, and I'm going to write a 900. Underneath the tens column, there's a 0, and I'm going to write a 6. Underneath the hundreds column, there's a 0, and I'm going to write a 5. Under the thousands column, again, there's a 0. I'm going to write a 2. Underneath the 10,000 column, which has a 0, I'm going to write a 9. Oh, that was a pretty 9. And then underneath my 6 in the 100,000ths place, I'm going to write a 5. Remember, I am using my mouse sometimes. It's a little hard, and I get that, but I keep practicing, and I feel like maybe I'm getting a little better. So right here, I'm looking at all my numbers, and I have 0 subtract 9. I know if I have no fingers up, I cannot take 9 away. But because I have all these zeros, I have to regroup a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and cross off all my zeros. I'm going to start right here. We're going to take 1 from the 100,000, which is going to become 5. And that's going to become 10 10,000ths. Okay. I'm going to cross off the 10 10,000ths. I need to take 1 from there, so now it becomes 9. And then my thousandths, I get 10 1,000ths. And because the next number next to it, our hundredths, is 0, I'm going to cross off my 10 1,000ths, turn that into 9 1,000ths, and then turn my 1,000ths that I just took. My 9 doesn't want to stay, you guys. And turn that into 10 100ths. And then again, because I'm still dealing with 0 on this other side, I'm crossing off my 10 100ths, turning that into 9 100ths, to turn my 100 I just took into 10 tens. And then we have to look at our ones column. It's still a 0. So I'm going to take 1 from my tens. So now I'll have 9 tens. And then the 110 becomes 10 ones. Oh, that was a lot of regrouping. Make sure you do your best to keep everything in line so that it doesn't get confusing. So I have 10 minus 9, which is 1. 9 minus 6 is 3. 9 minus 5 is 4. 9 minus 2 is 7. 9 minus 9 is 0. And 5 minus 5 is 0. So we have 600,000. Taking away 592,569, our answer is 7,431. So I'm going to hit save and close. And again, I'm going to make it a little smaller because I don't need it that big because I can read my handwriting still. So I'm going to come right over here. Take my C away. I didn't mean to put the C there. I'm going to write 7,431. Still not quite where it's supposed to be. There you go. Let's go look at our word problem, you guys. It says David is flying from Hong Kong to Buenos Aires. The total flight distance is 11,472 miles. If the plane has 7,793 miles left to travel, how far has it traveled already? And then we have to write our answers in our statement. So I'm going to take my numbers. I'm going to hit Control C. I'm going to hit solve and double click. I'm going to click next to the solve. I'm going to hit enter and then do Control V. Now I see that my bigger number is up first. So all I have to do is put in my subtraction sign. Remember, we are subtracting right now. I'm going to my line. I'm clicking out. I'm going to my line, hitting the upside down triangle so I can select scribble. So right now I'm going to write 11,472. 11,472. And now I'm going to subtract 7,793. So again, underneath my 2 in the ones column, I'm going to write a 3. Under the 7 in my tens column, I'm writing a 9. Under the hundreds column, where I have my 4, I'm writing a 7. And then underneath my 1 in thousands column, I'm writing a 7. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract and put my, ooh, that was not a good equal sign. Put my equal sign. And I see that I have 2 take away 3. If I put up 2 fingers, I know I cannot take 3 away. So I'm going to go ahead and regroup. I'm going to take 1 from the tens. So I'm going to take 1 from the 7, which makes it 6. And I'm going to put that and it becomes 10 ones. I already have 2 ones, so I need to add that 2 to the 10. So I get 12. 12 minus 3 is 9. Now I have 6 subtract 9, and I know 9 is bigger than 6, so right now I cannot subtract, so we need to regroup. So I come over to the 4 in the hundreds column. I take 100 away, which gives me a 3. And this 100 turns into 10 tens, and I put it next to my 6 because I've added it to my 6. 10 plus 6 is 16. 16 minus 9 is 7. Okay, we have 3 take away 7. I know I can't do that because 3 is smaller than 7. So we need to regroup. I'm going to take 1 from the thousands. We only have 1, so that becomes 0. And now I'm going to have 10 100s that I'm going to put right here with my 3. Because 10 plus 3 is 13. Now I do 13 minus 7, which gives me 6. And then I do 0 minus 7, which I can't. So I'm going to go over to the 10 thousandths. I'm going to cross that off. I'm going to take that 1 10 thousandths and turn it into 10 1,000ths right there. 10 minus 7 is 3. So we have 11,472, taking away 7,793 to get us 3,679. So that gets us our problem. It does not get us our statement. So this is why I'm going to say the plane has already traveled 3,679 miles. So all I did was how far has it already traveled? So how far has it? What is it? It is called the plane. Okay? If the plane, so I took the plane, has already, right here, already traveled, and then I took my answer right here, and it is in miles. So I'm hoping this is making sense. We are subtracting with multi-digit numbers. As you're doing this, take your time. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like. Also, if you'd like to hear more videos, because I do them once a day, please hit subscribe. And if you want to be notified when they post, hit the bell. As I like to say, remember as you're doing your math, always take your time, have fun, and remember to smile, giggle, wiggle. Smile, giggle, and wiggle. I'll talk to you later. Bye.